Coming to you from the International Broadcast Tower at the top of the Crystal Palace, this is the Final Fantasy Randomizer 2019 Spring Tournament taking place on the Speed Gaming family of networks. Tonight on Speed Gaming 6, we have a race between Monoci85 and SolarysDrix, which is a 2-0 matchup. Both runners have gone 2-0 in the current Swiss round. We are getting ready to see who's going to move on to 3-0 and who's going to take their first loss. Hey everyone, I'm Cyclone, joined tonight by Edgeworth. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'm looking forward to this match a lot. Monoci is a pretty well-known runner in the community, but Solaris is definitely an up-and-comer. Made some noise in the Chaos Rush tournament, and I dare say he's one of the most improved runners I've seen between this tournament and the last, so I expect this to be a pretty good matchup.
Yep, I am looking forward to this race a lot. I know myself, I have a little bit of history with Monoci and you, in fact. First FF1 seed I rolled, Monoci was one of the racers. You were the commentator.
Yeah, one of those legendary Cyclone seeds. So.
Yep. So a little bit of history here. Anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about this matchup tonight?
So yeah, we've got 2-0s facing off against each other. 3-0 makes at the very least makes the play-in game. So there's a lot at stake here. The Force class is Red Mage. The Band class is Black Mage. So not a surprise that we're seeing double red. The interesting thing is swapping out the Fighter for the Thief, which is a move that I like because with the loss of the Black Mage, you lose a lot of running power early. And the Thief kind of makes up for that. So kind of trading some late game stability for some early game insurance, and I think it's a good move.
So we're going to be getting this race underway in just a moment here. What do you expect to see from the first... what do you want to find in Corneria today?
Well, I'm hoping to find some of the instant death magic. No nuke, no AOEs, but maybe a Quaker Zap or Quad X, because it's always fun to see how runners react when they have good magic but not great magic.
Yeah, I agree. I saw a seed earlier this week where Mazamune and Ribbon were immediately available in the first location, Temple of Fiends, and it kind of made the seed a little bit more of a, okay, now you have the best weapon in the game, what are you going to do with it type of thing. And to that extent, they had some good magic too. Nuke, I think, was available early, so it made it, while not necessarily easy, it made it not as bad as it could have been. So I'd like to see some more challenging scenarios where things take a little while to show up and such. So here we are underway. Monoci85 first to get out of the gate. We're going to go ahead and sync that up in just a moment for you. I see a rapier in the first weapon shop. There's some ice and some sleep too.
Ooh, this is not what our runners wanted to see magic-wise, so might actually see some ice getting bought here just to get through Garland and some plastic swords here as well.
Oh, we have a cat claw for 65,000 beautiful gold pieces. Cure 3 is looking good in the white magic shop, but it's on the third slot, so that's pretty much not going to be convenient for the rest of the party.
Yeah, always nice to see Cure Spell, Red Mage, and Night Learnable as well. Looks like the cabins are pretty cheap, so they should be able to save up before the Garland fight, as much as they need to. And I think Mono was doing a check of that before buying the ice spell.
So, Solary, and I think I'm going to guess Monoci did it too, I didn't notice, but Solary, I see, got a rapier for every single member of the party, so everyone's going to be swinging sharp objects at the very start today. Yeah,
and that's a good move for Solaris. He can chip his way out of some of those more annoying fights in Temple of Fiends. You got a bunch of spiders, you've got zombies, and all of those you can hit bones, so you can one hit those pretty reliably. And it's also a nice backup plan if any of them turn out to be unrunnable.
No, she takes the fight and takes care of some imps. Didn't show anything too damaging on them. Gonna save and join Solaris in the Temple of Fiends. We just found Oxiel in a loose chest in the upper left corner.
Oh boy, if we see Onrak in either of the first two towns, this could be some trouble.
Yeah, this could be very interesting very early. And Garland is now encountered by Solaris. Let's see if we can... Lock 2 is used. Slow. That is going to go very nicely.
Yeah, slow is pretty irrelevant at early levels just because you're only going to be hitting Garland one time anyway. The Lock 2 strat is kind of interesting. Definitely not something I would have thrown.
Toxic from Garland.
Wow, well, Solaris never even saw it, and Monoci only lost one character, so...
We have a floater from the king.
And a key. Wow, that is a lot of treasure chests early. So money not gonna be too big of an issue this season.
Time to raid the treasury very early today. Now have to come back here. And 4 gold in that chest. That was a beautiful find.
Apparently someone has been embezzling from the Canaria treasury, because other than that katana, it's been nothing but junk.
Yeah, I don't know who put their old washcloth in there, but that can't be very defensive.
So when a gargoyle's punching you 4 times, you'll take what you can get.
I mean, it softens the blow by what, 1 hit point?
Yeah, it's minus 1 for each swing. So.
And we're on Credit Bridge, and we're getting the credits. So while we are on Credit Bridge, just want to make a quick shout out. There is another race over on Speed Gaming 5, just to shout out as well. Bring them up, both up, watch at the same time if you want. St. Von Jester versus Tristel is happening over there. So we got both races coming on. Those of you staying over here, watch that later, and vice versa. Happy to have you with us, however you're watching this today.
All right. Well, the good news is it's a Mazvian. The bad news is you still haven't found any money because you're not going to sell that.
Yeah, no way that Mazvian gets sold. Unless you're a Vorpal fan, but then...
The percentages aren't high enough for me to be a Vorpal fan. Yeah, you got 500 clamp bosses, then yeah, bring that sucker out. But we're doing 220% unclamped, so...
So we've already found Crescent Lake, and someone forgot to tell the mages they need to stay where they were to make our lives easier. Or they that, no one gave them their meds.
It's yoga in the park, you know. It's a nice day. Just get those stretches in.
We're now getting all the tips. The Fire Fiend will burn everything up. And look at that, Vanilla Canoe.
There we go, off to the races. So we could see some floater action in about 2 to 3 minutes here.
Right.
What bothers me though is nobody's checked the item shop yet, and that's usually something I get on the way there.
And Solaris just did, and the housing market is not the best today.
Yeah, yikes. Crescent Lake, San Francisco prices. So. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty quick floater, and Solaris making quick work of this.
You know, the quick floater or the housing being expensive isn't as big a deal. There's just a couple places where it will be handy to have the ability to save if we need to. They'll just get a few cabins for that, I think.
And playing the role of Crescent Lake is
Oh!
Onrak.
We said something about an early on-rack. There it is, 6 minutes in.
Yeah, but fortunately they have the floater, so they can defer that. A lot of the nastier seeds that you can get are when the seed funnels you through Sea Shrine at like level 10
or lower.
Or lower, yeah, that's true.
And there's that dock by Onrak that we're not going to be, or by Crescent Lake that we're not going to be using today because, we already have the airship.
Yeah, and then let's just keep in mind too, Monoci just gained a ton of ground encounter manipping through the river because they both arrived at the airship at almost the exact same time.
By the way, Bane at level 7, in case you didn't notice that, that's this is not the Will Cleosa special because that won't be very readily available to our runners.
Yep, we've got Sarda with the loot, so always nice to see the loot being at an incentive location. It's the by far the worst item to be loose.
And we get to fly to Elfland today, which is Melmond.
Yep, but Melman got a huge upgrade. It's now Provoca, and we have Ice 2 and Quad X available.
We also have Pirates.
Oh, we got Fade! Heads up play from Solaris to kind of skip over that. Because there's Cure 4 as well, and he's probably going to want to pick up a couple of those. But yeah, Heal 3 and Cure 4 both Knight learnables, so there's some really, really nice healing available for the Knight this season.
Meanwhile, there be Pirates, matey. And Fade is going to take them out in very, very short order. Meanwhile, Monoci raised the Elfland Treasury. Let's see what they have in there today. Oh, a cabin, a bunch of gold, a wooden helmet, and a very small amount of gold. Can't expect too much from the elves.
No, it looks like their economy is even worse than Canaria's. Chain armor for sale in Provoca, but if you're gonna buy iron armor, probably good to pass that up.
And Solaris is heading north now. Probably going to check out the Cardia Islands from my guess here. And his direct general sense of direction. There it is.
Ooh, big opal bracelet in Northwest Castle for Monoci. That's going to be real nice to have.
And he's now checking the Dwarf Cave. Going straight down to the bottom. He must have picked up TNT somewhere and I didn't see it.
Or hitting up those keylock chests.
Oh, just checking the keylock chests. Silver Gauntlet in a cabin.
Alright, meanwhile, Solaris is just gonna knock this promotion out here. Mono finding some good stuff, though.
Yeah, the Ice Sword was probably the highlight of that area. Hooray!
Yeah, and Solaris finding flame armor as well, and that's gonna be real nice. Not only is it good, almost to endgame armor for the Knight, but you can pass it down to the Ninja as well.
So 10:02, we have a promotion.
Yeah, which is huge because now the Ninja's swinging the katana instead of a plastic sword. So.
Monoci fighting his Fade and his Cure 4 and happily acquires them. Ends up not getting XXX, it looks like.
Yeah, I think given the decision between Quad X and Cure 4, you almost have to take Cure 4. And Solaris finds some iron armor, so passing up that chain armor actually working out a little bit. The white shirt as well, so good stuff in the Cardi Island so far.
That white shirt will be very useful, especially with the early promotion there. And these three chests just had a nominal amount of gold in them. Oh, there's a ribbon.
And we haven't found a ribbon yet from and ice armor, so yeah, the Ninja is very well set here. But just a note, we haven't found a ribbon given out by an incentive location yet, so that very well could be a loose ribbon, and the runners could be in go mode right now without even knowing it.
And Monoci is happily stocking up on heal potions. He doesn't have to waste his money on those useless cabins this seed.
Yeah, the notable thing that I haven't seen yet is we haven't seen the purchase item, and we haven't seen Elfland yet. And Solaris is definitely making a push for it right now.
He wants to know all the information he can, so he's getting it as fast as he can. Going to make his way through this very dangerous area down here to make his way to what he might suspect is Elfland.
Yeah, this is ooh, trolls with ice too, though. Definitely not what you want to see.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing to see.
And unrunnable giants, but thinking Solaris is just one fight away from gaining a ton of levels, and definitely has the magic for it. Nothing in the caravan, so yeah, it's either on sale in Elfland or the only other town we haven't seen. So yeah, the item has to be on sale in Elfland, because the only other one we haven't seen yet is Leifin.
That makes sense. So there is Monoci finding Gaia, I think that was.
Ooh, temper at 7 means that Power Gauntlet might make a big difference in this seed.
It may. And Solaris is making another push for the town. Oh, there's the zombies and the trolls with ice too. Can he get away? Oh, looks like he got the kill.
At this point, any experience is good, no matter how it's divided up. So,
And there's Elfland, which we kind of suspected. So, confused, blind, fire 3, fire 2.
Fire 3, not too bad to pick up. You're never going to say no to that, especially when you have to do Ice Caveat. And life is not learnable.
Yeah, life is in the wrong spot today. So where is life 2 is the next question. Exit is in a good spot. Wall is in a good spot.
And Ice 3, Zap, Stun, and Lit 2. So an interesting assortment. Ice 3 definitely. Zap probably. Lit 2 probably. Oof, and that is a real pricey rod. So what are you going to sell to make that up?
Oh, I didn't see the price. Was it around 65?
It was 40K, and Solaris came in with about 10. So
yeah, that would be a little hard to purchase. You know those shopkeepers, they want every penny.
So this might be a little bit of inefficient routing for Solaris. I certainly don't blame him making the trip down here, because if you find exit or warp at 3 or 4, it's going to make a huge difference in how you explore things. But at the same time, he didn't quite have the money, and I think maybe digging out the key chests before heading up this way would have been the right move.
Yeah, it might be a good idea knowing that the item is available here and it's a long walk and a long slog to get back down here later. At least at that time it should be... Oh, he gets stoned by... was that a... the troll has glance.
Yeah, so glance and ice too, and that is some rude stuff there. And no potions to heal that up, so he's just gonna drag that statue around for a while.
And unfortunately, looks like Soli will not get to feast on the Tyro today.
Hooray!
So Solaris heading towards the on-rack location, it looks like. And he finds Lufane and leaves immediately.
Yeah, and so he's gonna go thief only into oh god, well maybe not.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah, this is a very, very strange waterfall move without you're missing your fighter, so you're gonna yeah, he's just not even gonna try
Yeah,
it
don't
anymore.
even try. That's not worth it.
Yeah, so I like the move to leave. The big problem is you don't have the frontline fighter, and you don't have exit or warp, so you have to walk all the way back out, and that is a lot of experience you're going to lose on the mainline fighter if you don't have them up for this. So,
Well, Solaris heads back, and I think he's gonna pick up some soft potions while he's here to soften his fighter up a little bit.
yeah, can that housing market though? Jeez.
Yeah. Hard to buy a house these days.
Yeah, and Monoci is spinning through ordeals right now, which is a move that I like a lot.
Giving us our favorite music, the repeated starting music of the castle.
Subprime loans ruined it. We've got nightmares with fire too. Yeah, wow, just looking at Monoci's spell list, it feels so very light, even though you have Fade. And Solaris has returned. He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, I was just gonna point that out. He's heading right back there, and he's insistent. He wants to know what's in that waterfall. So, like you said before, inefficient routing, but could the information advantage prove to be the best advantage you can get here?
Yeah, Mono meanwhile finding the opal armor, and that is a huge upgrade. And yeah, you can move that right on the knight there.
He took a quick death, and something caused Solaris to reset there.
Yeah,
and now 141 from a Frost Gator. Ooh.
Yeah, everything in this river is terrible.
Yeah, everything hurts.
It looks like just given the way we've seen the magic, I don't think either player has the ability to warp or exit right now.
I think they need a few more levels before they can do that. So that's another reason that Waterfall is a kind of a mysterious play right now, because you can't quickly exit out, and the stuff from the waterfall hurts as bad as whatever's in the river.
Yeah, it's and especially if you get more. There's a lot of useful spells at 3 and 4 that you could be getting. So your zaps, and shoot, I forgot what was at 3. Fire 3 versus the mummies and whiz mummies. You get a lot of mileage out of that, and yeah, you can get a lot of mileage out of that in Waterfall.
And Solaris does get the save outside the waterfall, finds 2 mud gulls, quickly says no one's saying any information about what they have.
Yeah, so with respect to the kind of the branching paths, I like Mono's play to go to ordeals better. It's a shorter dungeon, so you don't have to use as many spell charges, and even if you have extra spell charges at the end, just throw them into the zombie dragons. Get some more levels.
Solaris is taking on the flock of birds.
Yeah,
looks like Fire 3 will be enough here.
Yeah, it looked like he's trying to save some Ice 2 charges by throwing a couple Fire 3s in there. I don't know, not necessarily a bad decision, but it's one that's going to take a little extra time. This is one where having Ice 2 is going to be pretty useful, though.
Oh look, out of bounds bat.
Hooray!
Hell yay, wizard mummy trap tile.
Yeah, this is
Cremate!
yeah, I was gonna say normally this is about the best tile that you can run into, but if they've got cremate and they like to cast it, this is gonna be pretty rude. Especially since Solaris has to go over this tile again.
Fortunately, it only happened once, but he is going to have to do it again as he heads out, and he's going to have to try and go for it again. So hopefully they're not magic happy on the way out.
Yeah, and level 1 Cure 3 is going to pay off here, because that was a lot of damage that got stuck on him. And Mono just killing off the thief at this point.
We just have the chime from the robot.
And some silver, and a silver shield. And fire 2 from the nightmare. Alright,
and another trap tile.
Yeah, we've got the real mixed bag this time around, so a little bit of everything. And only one cremate caster, so Solaris should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine now. So yeah, you get another chance, everyone, to see Out of Bounds bat. You only get to see it, while you're here. You're not going to get to see it again. It's like a legendary Pokemon. You have to catch it quick. So there it is, and it's gone. So you don't get to see it anymore.
Solaris going with the double fire 3 again. I think Ice 2 has a shot to instant kill all of them, though, so...
At this point, I would say use the Ice 2 to guarantee yourself the exit instead of... the Paralists look very frail so far, so maybe it's safe to just stay with Fire 3, but you don't want to give them a chance to show off something.
Yeah. I have been roughed up by plenty of those surprise abilities, like an eye that casts Nuke the 8th time you fight him.
What a great way to waste some time leveling up that doesn't count for anything.
That's right, we learned a valuable lesson. That is the true experience you get. Life 2 also not learnable, so this is gonna be a little bit of a high wire act in Temple of Fiends, and Monoci gets roughed up by some pirates in Melman because why not?
Yeah, this Temple of Fiends Revisited 2 is looking, or Temple of Fiends Revisited is going to be looking very nice with no life casters.
Well, we've got Nuke at 5, and it is learnable by the red mages, so I think and we've got Warp at 5 as well, so this is a big pickup for Monoci. Having, once the red mages start to learn those warp charges, he's going to be able to get through those dungeons a lot quicker. But the question I had was, where is he going to pick up that experience to get those warp charges? And, well, here's a volcano dive, so the treasury's a pretty good place to do that.
So we're going to get our first real look at the Bucks today from Monoci's side here. And we're not going to get to see much of him because Fade takes him out. So his party goes up to level 12, Gargoyles come out, and they'll get to do anything. And welcome to the armory, we have gold.
That's where all the money is. And yeah, Solaris is going to commit to Ice Cave, so...
Oh hey, Monoci got a house.
Yay! And these are some big gray worms. That is about 300 plus, I think.
Didn't catch it, but yeah, that would be beefy.
Yeah, out of the old Quad X range, but
Found a dragon sword down here in the armory.
yeah,
And a pro ring.
Yeah, pro ring being the highlight, but nothing super exciting. And I like the move Mono's made to hold on to the flame armor. I think he's probably wants to pair that with the opposite shield. So flame armor, ice shield, or ice armor, flame shield, and that gives you a couple of good elements of protection for the ninja.
Okay, so we're gonna see what's on the right side here. Hey, wraiths. Ooh, poison. Poison touch.
Yeah, he's also getting ambushed on that too. So if this is a formation that has a high ambush rate, it could give Solaris the business.
What are the mages gonna do today? Nothing.
Yeah, which is better than what they usually do, at least in vanilla.
And here's a 5 wraiths. This could be nasty. Or they just gonna fire 3 right off the bat, and don't see anything.
Yeah, it looks like they don't have too much health. The images look like they're a little bit bigger, though. And of course, you kill all but one, and then you run away.
Then you run away, you get nothing out of it. What a waste.
The FFR special.
So he'll take a Frosty instead and run away from that. There's the Pro Ring and Opal Gauntlet.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty useful for Solaris as well. I think the big gain from this... these Frosties are pretty annoying because they like to roll a lot of evade. But 2 hits with the Mazmine does it. Big gain from this is going to be the progression item, and hopefully Solaris finds something pretty useful, because if he finds a ruby here, he's not going to be too happy.
There's another house in the fire area of the volcano. Some tents down there too. Surprised they haven't burned up by now. Let's check this worm again. We have 2, we have a 274. Yeah, that's definitely over 350.
Yeah, there's a gold bracelet, so some armor for the for one of the mages at least.
Those graves are somewhere from 450 to 500 at least. Looks like we have a ribbon sighting here. 2 ribbons.
Yeah, when you found 2 and you haven't gotten one from an incentive location yet, it starts to feel really, really like the ribbon was the loose eye.
Of course, we still have a few incentive locations to check, so we can't really rule that to be the case yet, but it really does start to feel like it by that point.
Hey, there's the second katana.
Solaris getting a soft potion. And he's going to get another drop down right here. And let's see what the eye has today. A missed attack. Beautiful. There's the adamant.
Yeah, don't know what that's going to lead to, and it looks like Solaris is going to take a few more eye fights to get some experience. Meanwhile, Monoci's going to do the same thing with these Agamas.
It looks like he only took 1 extra eye fight. He's back on the trap tile.
Yeah, he remembers that that Spectre or that image was the only guy that didn't die to the Fire 3, and he's gonna manually take care of the problem himself.
Yeah, I made sure to deal with that manually, so you got the experience this time. And, hey, there's Poison Touch going back to work.
Yeah, Ice Cave did not look too bad this time around.
Yeah, that was actually a fairly benign ice cave. I mean, yeah, you got the wraiths who like to reach out and touch someone, but other than that, not a lot of danger. We are talking about ice cave, right?
Yeah. So it makes me wonder if where did all of the nasty stuff show up? I mean, the the trolls definitely seem to have a pain of a list, but I think they were the only notable monster that we've seen that have had some ugly stuff.
Well, we're not seeing anything too nasty in Volcano either. Monoci is on the carry for right now, in fact. So the nasty has to go somewhere. It's either could be an Earth Cave, could be in the Sea Shrine. So Unrunnables in Sea Shrine, that's something I saw last season. Just the spells weren't too bad. So we'll have to see what comes up here.
All right, now Solaris is gonna zip through. Get the bad news that you can't learn Life 2, but he is going to pick up Nuke and Warp, so...
Yep.
And I don't know if he has charges for it yet.
And I think you saw him staring longingly at that Life 2, saying, please.
Also feels bad to see Saber at 5, because Saber at 4 is castable by the Ninja, and that's pretty nice to have, too.
So Monoci is now entering the carry fight, and let's see what kind of General Nasty's carry provides today. Well, we're getting to see 2 Fade spells first. Carry is still standing and gets a Blizzard out. And then it gets terminated very quickly.
Question in chat from Mr. Versetti, who's in the lead. It's pretty even right now, I would say. Each runner has done sort of different things right now. So nobody has all of the pieces of the puzzle yet, but they're pretty well set for the next phase, and it's just a matter of who routes more efficiently and maybe who doesn't hit the dungeon that has the ship or the ruby at the end of it.
We haven't seen too much general nastiness from any of the monsters either. Any really untimely deaths in the middle of a dig. So nothing really strange has happened with either runner so far. So it could be a case where the runners are somewhat fairly even. The only thing I've noticed, as we commented earlier, maybe a little bit of routing inefficiency from Solaris, especially when we were going to Elfland over in the, I think that's the Lufane spot. So other than that, it's been pretty even.
Yeah, and I think that would have worked out okay for Solaris if Warp was at 4 or 3 instead of 5, but in that case, it's definitely going to work out for Monoci because he's going to have enough money to buy the rod when he ends up down there.
So we're getting a Marsh Cave dig, and of course, this is happening at a level well above what you would normally be in Marsh Cave at, so you can dig it out completely.
And Monoci is just going to swing against these guys, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, they're very hardy, those scum.
I mean, you got Ice 1. Oh, I guess
Fade.
I guess Fade works too.
Why waste the Ice 1?
I guess that's true when you can use a shotgun on an oyster cracker.
Yeah, why not? Like, why use a pellet gun when you can just pull out the big gun?
So Monoci has the key as well, so that's 3 extra chests that he can dig out here. Solaris, meanwhile, is committing to this full clear. And if he finds a key item, it might make a big difference. But he loses one of his mages.
Yeah, Vivi seems to be taking naps a lot today. Oh, 43,000 gold in that chest. That is your item in the shop in where was that item again? Elfland, I think it was.
Yeah, that's the rod money right there. 43K.
It is.
Monoci finds the herb down in the dankest of caves. So.
Ryda joins Vivi down in Dreamland.
So Solaris is running double fighter here.
Monoci using warp to good effect here.
Or excuse me, double melee.
I didn't catch what the incentive item was down there. Hopefully someone can help us with that. Oh, Herb. Herb was the incentive item. Well, that's convenient. Just fly right over here to the castle and turn it in. Oh, look! He is waking! Here, go blow stuff up.
So yeah, there's the dynamite. Solaris has the adamant, so if he goes to Marsh first, this could be a pretty efficient run. But we might have a Sea Shrine dive on our hands here.
And this is efficient because I think he does. Didn't he? Or maybe Solaris is the one with the adamant right now. But so no lazy dwarfs today, from the looks of it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
hey,
here.
there's your ship. So yep, it was entirely irrelevant.
Here, I've opened the canal that you already have, so please go sail through it.
All right. So if Solaris saves Marsh for last, it could pay off big.
Solaris has brought his red mages back from the dead. And Monoci is going to go into the most benign ice cave we've ever seen. Solaris with a good 133,000 gold right now. I don't think he's going to have any problem buying that rod in the near future.
Yep, and Solaris is going to pick up the next ribbon.
Okay, there's something I didn't see before. Sorcerers have poison touch.
Yeah, it's a lot better than what they usually have, though.
Yep. Did Will just fall to a death touch?
If that was the sorcerer formation, I don't think so. I think that thief has been banned for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, there's currently there isn't the ability to have multiple touches on enemies. That's something that's getting tested out in alpha right now, but it's not immediately available.
Monoci using the warp trick to stand in a hole while checking chests. And
not only is he using the warp trick, yeah, he's just getting the hell out of here.
Who needs the rest of those useless chests down there?
Well, this is a very, very big swing in Monoci's favor. Not having to clear out the bottom of Ice Cave. That is a lot of time that Solaris invested that Mono did.
Keep in mind, this could be risky to a certain extent too, and if it weren't for the fact that we know there's not the loose item down there that he would need, we know that, but this would be risky for him with not knowing that, because if he was leaving loose item behind, he'd have to come back down here later.
Yeah, and I mean, in his shoes, it is still a little bit risky right now, but he'll know as soon as he turns the adamant in whether or not he made the right move. The item, he still hasn't picked up the for sale item yet, and that can't be the ribbon. So.
And Chad is very happy to hear the poison sound. Oh, Grey Wolves with fire too. This is a good encounter.
Oh, that's rude. And they have Bane. This is why you save.
And one wolf eventually ran away.
So the way things are shaken up right now, it looks like a loose ruby, and this crystal is going to be the turn-in that Monoci needs to kind of put everything together.
Now, please go visit the witch and give her this. I can't walk up there myself.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Solaris making pretty short work of carry.
Oh, over to Gaia now. And Solaris getting to experience the blizzard from a fire fiend. Not as clean a fight as Monoci had.
Yeah. Ooh, was that a successful temper buy? Because that's pretty important.
I did not catch that. I didn't catch that. He died to a fade. Or she died to a fade. Nope, we have Poison Touch on the Geists. And what does the Fairy in a Bottle give you today? Oh, here, go back to Astos, please.
Gives you errands.
Welcome to the Fetch Quest chain.
Oh, they're unrunnable too. So unrunnable Wolves of Bane.
Ooh, that's beautiful. We didn't run into those early. That's probably fortunate.
Yeah, now Mono's gonna take care of a waterfall here, and there's the slab, which also that turn-in hasn't happened yet either. So there's a lot of fetch questing in store over the next I would say 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, still gonna be some fetch quests going on.
Yeah,
Solaris is gonna get his Marsh Cave check out of the way once he can find a place to park. There it goes.
Yeah, so we know that this is all wasted time on Solaris's part, but he doesn't know that yet.
I know she's going to take on the Perilous, who will not stand a chance to that kind of magic. I mean, like I said before, why use the pellet gun? Just get out the just get out the heavy artillery.
Yeah, and interesting that Mono is kind of two manning it from here on out, but without temper, and I don't think we've seen fast yet either. So he just wants as many levels on the night as possible.
We haven't seen the magic shops in Lufane either because they left right away as soon as they walked in. So they didn't check out the information, what's in there and what's not available to them. So they could be in there.
Yeah, if it's fast at 8, that's completely off the table. So the two most important buffs, and sorry, you can't have either of them. So
yeah, that would be, and no life. That would make this the most interesting Temple of Fiends I've seen in a while.
Yeah, and we haven't seen a defense sword either, so there's a lot of rough sledding ahead, I think.
And Monoci acquires the beautiful chime.
So it looks like we've got kind of two different strategies for how to deal with this the lack of buffs that are on the table here. Solaris is digging out a lot of chests, which will be really good if he finds the power gauntlet. Monoci is two-manning to get a lot of levels on the knight to kind of buff up that character that way. So we'll see which approach turns out to be the right one. With Cure 4 on the knight, you can get into some pretty long battles of attrition there, but it's going to be hard when all you've got is the white shirt for an evasion item.
So Solaris is continuing his trip through the cave of wet grass. Monoci is doing his spell investigation here. And he finds a wall and exit, and very happily puts that on his... I'm assuming that was the red mage he put it on.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't learn life. Please try again, another seed.
Nope, no heal 2 either.
I'm sorry, you can't learn that. You lose.
Dude, we gave you Cure 4. Isn't that enough for you?
You must learn how to do life maintenance. You only get one life.
Mono going back in, like, are you sure? Can I convince you? What if I paid you double? No.
Can I
No, it
just,
doesn't
give you something to, ease something under the table here? Nope, you can't learn that. Go by. Bye.
Would you be interested in a nice ruby, perhaps?
They get you a rod from the other shop down there. Nope, I gave him that.
So, clearly Monoci doesn't know how to haggle, and now he's gonna go beat up Astos.
Yeah, when one thing fails, there's your slab, by the way. When one thing fails, try another, and then go back and try the first thing again.
Yeah, Solaris running into a basket of snakes in the bottom of the sea shrine, and they were fiercely protecting a wooden staff. Or, excuse me, Marshgate.
They like that wooden staff, I tell you.
I mean, maybe it's like that staff in like the physician's logo, you know, the one with the two snakes around it. There is an herb for Solaris. At the same time, Monoci dropping off that slab.
The slab will help us solve the riddle!
Ah, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, chat's got it right. I totally blanked on it. Thank you very much.
Oh, calculus?
Alright, so Marsh Cave proving to be incredibly uninteresting so far. And Solaris taking a little bit of a roundabout route to full clear it, but...
Oh, speaking of that ruby, go back to Alpha and offer that now. They might take it.
Oh boy, there's the ruby.
Will we see a Fed Titan today?
So, yeah, I guess Monoci was trying to get an extra ribbon, and it just did not work.
Well, we are going to get to see the Mirage Tower before we buy that rod and go to Earth Cave. And we have Chimeras. What kind of nasties do they have? 5 hits and 5 damage. This is promising.
Yeah, they also have a lot of HP, it looks like. And this is kind of dicey with Monoci's spell pool right now.
Oh, they have Sleep Touch.
But, ooh. Yeah, Red Mage with Ice Sword is the definitely the right move against that enemy. And Solaris is going to pick up the TNT. So there's Adamant and TNT, and you can cash both of those in at the same time.
And meanwhile, we found the gold floor.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. Where was this earlier?
I've not been punching in numbers, but I'm going to say that was probably about 30,000 or 40,000. Meanwhile, Monoci has 85 heal potions.
And here's the big drop in Dwarf Cave.
Would you like to be less than or greater than?
And Monoci is just gonna help himself to some hot dogs here, but they're pretty beefy. That is 300 plus I've seen on these guys.
Yeah, that is definitely a 300 plus. I mean, I have no problem with beefy dogs, but this is ridiculous.
It's like we're reaching those ridiculous stadium promotions at this time. 2-foot hot dog.
Zeus Gauntlet.
Yeah, Zeus Gauntlet, nice to find before you head into Sea Shrine, so Mono's still going to get some use out of that.
There's
Wizard Staff, however, yeah, Wizard Staff is definitely past its best by date.
Catman do not die in one Fade Shot, so they're a little chunky today. Second Fade Shot will wear him down.
Yeah, that's always the bad thing about the two-man strats, is if your experienced pinatas have rolled stupidly high HP. Mono's gonna be out of Fade Shot soon.
Yeah, let's hope he saves some for, the Warmech setting we're going to have at the top of this tower.
I think in Monochi's shoes, you would probably have to run for Warmech.
No, let's make it unrunnable.
I mean, that's a possibility, too. We haven't seen that many unrunnables so far, to be honest.
Like, what was it the other day? We had, we'll find 3 Warmechs on the Bridge of Destiny?
Yeah, and to be honest, he needed all 3 to finish that seed. Good guy Solaris leaving the Tyro alone.
There will not be steak.
Yeah. All jokes aside, I think it's the right move if you've got a lot of high physical attack, because that guy can resist your nukes and your fades like nobody's business. But if you carve the steak up, it's usually a pretty quick meal.
And now I'll see what the bad man have today, or the bad men. Well, some of them survived the Fade Shot. And other than that, they're not really doing anything, so that's not a threat.
Yeah, they're not that bad today. Kind of just okay.
Good men, maybe?
Good men.
And in the chest department, that was about, so far, about 5,000-6,000 gold. The Granaga and air combo is runnable today. We're already at level 23, so this is promising. You might be warping out and doing a save, but you found a couple of speed bumps on the way down.
You can also be warping out just to avoid the walk back. You can skip a lot on this floor, but saving definitely looks like what he's doing here.
He chooses to take another blue dragon fight, interestingly. I think he's grinding on the blue dragons.
They don't seem to be too they don't seem to be too beefy at all. You can wonder on these guys, so might not be a bad idea.
And now he's out of here. Gonna save it and make our climb back up, or just leave. He's not ready to encounter Warmech on the Bridge of Destiny yet.
That's an interesting move from Monochi. Wonder what he's got up his sleeve.
Solaris has solved the riddle!
and now gets ambushed by pirates. That's okay, they don't like fire very much. Alright, so Monochi, I guess, has gotten all the levels that he wants from this two-man, and now it's time to bring everybody back up.
So Monochi has done the exploration he wanted to at Gaia, and is now, or the Gaia location rather, and is now going to head back to the tower. So yeah, he is ready to go to the Bridge of Destiny now, it looks like.
Yeah, meanwhile, Solaris is going to pick up that ruby, and that is going to tell him, hey, what you're looking for is in ordeals.
I haven't seen Sardi yet either, come to think of it, I think.
I think Sarda was the one that handed the loot out.
Oh, he gave him the loot, okay.
Alright, so after losing at Let's Make a Deal, Solaris is now gonna cruise back to Ordeals.
Are you saying that he encountered the Zonk Rod while he was there?
the Zonk Ruby.
Oh, there's some dragon armor. That's not really what Monoci needs, but the only non-gold item out of that group of chest.
Yeah,
Besides
when you got opal armor already, it kind of feels excessive, but
Hire is given the dragon armor to wear around. And if you're gonna go against dragons, you might as well wear their skin. Maybe they won't hit you.
you just scare them into running away, maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. So Monoci is now taking a man-cat and a Medusa fight. Saw some blizzard there.
Yeah, it looks like both players are definitely interested in power gauntlets. Monoci spent a lot of time in Sky, but at the same time got a lot of levels out of it too.
Well, Will is very susceptible to blizzards. He fell quickly to 2 more of them. And Canoe also took a spell.
Yeah, this is a very, very deadly group, and you can see the only people that are alive are the 2 that have ribbons.
So this is what we're in store for when we get Temple Fiends revisited. No life spells. It's going to be very interesting to see how they manage this.
When the margin of error is lower, it's not a bad idea to get as many levels focused into a single character as possible, and Monoci's doing a pretty good job of that now.
We didn't even have to do the bus RNG.
Oh, he's not runnable either.
It's not runnable. Hey, it's like I called it.
Oh wow, this could be bad, but he leads off with the old ice too.
It's almost like I called it. This is beautiful. I got my caster curse in. We're good for the seed.
Yeah, it's like he turned off the teleporter behind him. What are you gonna do now, buddy? Alright, so, but this dude seems to be throwing out a lot of less than impressive things right now.
Which is even more promising for our Temple of Fiends revisited.
Yeah.
Lightning too. That's out of Chaos's inventory, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so we saw Lit 2, Nuke, or no nukes. We just saw a bunch of Lit 2s, an Ice 2, and an Ink, so have fun in Temple of Fiends.
And can we get another one to see what the Force spell is, please?
You know, if we do run into another one, though, Monoci's almost out of nuke charges. Yeah, it seemed like that war mech had a short.
I see our robot E-Chap has activated itself in chat. Targets sighted, cutting off escape routes, deploying ink reserves. Memory banks damage, defaulting to Lit 2 regiment.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like they fought the car from Spy Hunter instead of Warmech.
And after that rather beautiful exploration, we have found our way to Tiamat, who is now going to brutally murder Monoci by some miracle. But maybe not.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Mono so far, but yeah, that was a very fortunate fight for Monoci. Two-man versus Warmech can be really, really scary depending on the spell list, but it turned out to be exactly what Monoci needed, and he's looking pretty good in the level department right now.
Yeah, Monoci was the benefactor of a Warmech whose memory banks did not have a lot of powerful units in them today. And Tiamat is still standing.
So the big danger is with no temper available, a fiend that is rolled really high absorb can be very dangerous, to the point where it might be the ninja that is the better option at getting through that fight. But we'll see.
So Solaris is about to make his way to the Warmech floor.
Yeah.
So let's see if he gets an opportunity to experience what is being referred to as an old square ROM of Rad Racer.
Oh, right now he's experiencing some. Well, these man cats are brutal, and they resist pretty much everything. It's funny because they have pretty low magic defense, but they resist nearly everything. So you have a really good chance of hitting Zap on them. And Fade and Nuke almost always wipes them out. But if you try to do anything else, it's a long, annoying fight.
So we're about to see the Sea Shrine here. I think this is where some of the general nasties is going to start to show up.
Well, either here or in Temple of Fiends Revisited. So
yeah.
And that water floor is kind of a rude place for nasty stuff to show up.
Yeah, this is our preview right here. This is runnable and fadeable. Kill 2 lobsters and run away. That's a loss of experience. Oh, Sea Troll doesn't do much.
And air is unrunnable, which actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
It does. I think that's vanilla too.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe all the other elementals are unrunnable.
Yeah, water is the same. Okay, we're gonna see Warmech for Solaris. Get your Bless RNGs out.
Oh, gotcha. So they were alright. ETAP saying it's reversed.
Hey! First encounter once again.
Well, this is gonna pay off pretty good for Solaris, so. But you gotta do a little more damage than that.
We're being corrected that air is the only runnable element normally.
Oof, and that is a low roll nuke, so time for the fade charges.
Target sighted, deploying lightning charges.
Yeah, it seems like Warmech is rolled into a very common slot and doesn't seem to have a lot of HP, so this is a fight that Solaris definitely needed to see level-wise, and he certainly wouldn't mind seeing a couple more of these.
Yeah, he gained 2 levels off it, but instead of getting another Warmech, we're getting a Naoku instead. I wonder if he would choose to wander a little bit more to try and get another Warmech.
It might not be a bad idea. There are some really nice experience-rich encounters on here on this floor. So if you've got some fade charges to spare, not a bad idea. Especially since with this flag set, the rarity of the monsters have been shuffled around as well. So Wormek could very well be like a group 5 or a group 6 and be significantly more common than he usually is.
Oh, hearing some noise there.
Hey, we've got Mono done with Sea Shrine, making really, really quick work of Kraken 1. And it's time to just zip through Earth now.
Yep, so we haven't seen a lot of Nasty. It's going to be interesting to see how this Temple of Fiends Revisited works when we have no life charges. Solaris, meanwhile, is doing his best to make quick work of Tiamat.
So the two things I would be afraid of is a really high absorb Chaos or Tiamat 2, and a Chaos with Cure 4. Because this is going to be... you have to set up for a long fight, I think. And if Chaos has a lot of HP and you don't have buffs, it'll take a while.
Solaris is still working on Tiamat. The Fade charge, not enough. Fire 3 comes out for a measly 28 damage. How much Fade does he have left? I think I saw 3 on that last check. That's 136. Something happened to cause nothing, apparently. Oh, someone was cured of something. And Tiamat goes down.
Alright, Mono running into some mummies. Just see which chest he goes after on this floor, because there are some chests that aren't too far out of the way, depending on how greedy you're feeling, and Mono is just going to zip through this floor and not go after any of them.
Yeah, there's the werewolf. Not going to get to see their abilities today. Okay, so we're coming up on a room that has a little bit of a speed bump in it. Have you ever drive around in a cave before?
I can't say that I have.
Well, speed bumps in a cave are not very good to have to run over. At least they go away quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more of the stalactites that you're worried about, I think, in that case.
Yep. Meanwhile, the Monoci completely shatters that plate.
Yeah, finds a pro ring, not too bad.
Gonna drop his opal gauntlet and looks like he's got rid of the flame gauntlet as well and using the pro ring instead. And then, excuse me, Mr. Bad, I need my saber.
And all of those nice to have, but none of them what Mono's looking for right now. That heal helmet's probably going to go on the ninja. But Power Gauntlet's still missing, and we'll see if Solaris decides to dig that out. That could be pretty pivotal in this matchup.
And the trolls from earlier are not getting to show off their skills again. So we are now on the final floor and of the Earth Cave. This means Monoci is about to make his way to Temple Fiends Revisited after dealing with a very quick-to-kill character in the final room. Will makes it up to level 16 from that fight.
Yeah, Solaris digging out the usual greed chests on the way down. These Gersharks look like they wouldn't be a bad fight to take, but Solaris is going to pass it up. And yeah, here's a real big speed bump here, and Monoci just cruises right over Lich.
Yeah, Earth Cave, a safe place to drive. Speed bumps are very manageable.
So this has proven to be a pretty quick seed so far. Monoci shaping up for one sub 113 entry into Temple of Fiends.
By the way, there's that ship you never actually needed. It's sitting docked right near the Temple of Fiends. As we make our way 2,000 years into the past, and now you're pretty much on your own. If you die, you are dead.
You know, if some dude told me, "Hey, I built this ship using dynamite," I probably wouldn't sail in it either. So I think that's a good move on Monoci's part.
You go 2 spaces and
just does this come with a can of Flex Seal? Because I'm gonna need to patch up some holes, I think.
Just don't light a cigarette on board.
Oh God, no! So Solaris looks like he's on pace for entering Temple of Fiends around 120 if he decides to go mode Earth. So we'll see how that shakes out.
He could be. I know he's doing okay with levels too. So as he takes on the Kraken fight right now, and Rando is now on a knee.
Yeah, notable though is that knight is dead. So somebody kicked the bucket along the way. Don't know who.
And lightning
Kraken
fast.
didn't have that much health.
And lightning fast time, Monoci is on the earth floor. Mud gulls galore.
Yeah, at this point, the regular monsters that you run into shouldn't be the problem. That's gonna be the bosses themselves and what they have in store. So.
Well, we're gonna deal with some darkness right now, and Will takes an E.
Yeah, that was a nasty crit. But yeah, those mud gulls do not mess around when they're punching. So.
Oh, more.
This encounter is designed specifically to waste your time. Here's some dark.
Yeah, you are guaranteed to have... It's amazing that 2 characters have not been put into darkness, and of course it's the 2 with the ribbons. Meanwhile, have a nuke. Oh, that nuke's not strong enough? Let's see what Lich has.
That is a lot of Tier 3s down the drain, but Monoci's still really good on potions, though.
Monoci had like 3 encounters in 4 steps or something like that there, and you just saw so much healing in between you didn't know it. And Solaris in a snake pit.
So yeah, that's one of the things about ambush rates is you get somebody with the easiest skill in the world in the front slot, and then what do they follow it up behind? Nuke, poison, thunder, enjoy. But he is off this hell floor, and this boss shouldn't take very long.
Oh, Ice 3, and Will is once again on a knee.
Yeah, Ice 3, not super scary with everybody geared up the way they are.
Let's try to end Will's day, but failed.
Yeah, that is that pro ring that he found at the end there, pretty useful. And well, Will is eating more than his fair share of heal potions here, and that's when you start to get worried about the attrition factor of Temple of Fiends. He's still got a lot of cures and Cure 3s and Cure 4s, but you like to save those for fights, so see how this shakes out.
I know she approaches the carry trap tile and heals some more. You have to wonder if drinking all this fluid makes him sick at some point. But Will's going to get another share of healing items.
Just have to wonder what the monsters think watching like these 4 guys just chugging potions and leaving the MPs behind as they run through the temple.
And we have runnable waters today.
Which is good, because they seem to hit pretty hard. That was 64 into the side of somebody that was with all the best armor in the game. So.
Mm-hmm. I thought last hit was an 84. That was one hit.
Not trending in the right direction there. So Solaris making short work of Lich 1 here. So not too far behind. But no power gauntlet found from either of them. No fast, no temper, no buffs.
Well, Solaris can still win this. We don't know what Monochi's going to find in these next couple fights or on Chaos itself. Yeah. I mean, we already saw War Mech, so we know that some stuff is not in that pool.
Yeah, this is these are the scary ones here.
Oh, that was the weakest Kraken I've ever seen in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Okay, well, you're welcome, Mono.
And here, you had an easy Kraken fight. Have some lobster.
So yeah, if all the nasty stuff ended up on Kraken, Mono could be in good shape. But there's a lot of ugliness we haven't seen yet.
And we're on the time mat fight right now, so Monoci doing his spell selection carefully, and pulls out a Fade. Fade takes 150 out. Another one takes out 270, and 101 damage on Kanu.
Yeah, this that was a pretty good shot. Yeah, with the Masmian and no buffs. So this is looking pretty good for Mono.
Yeah, I think one more cycle should do it here, depending on the HP. There's 214. Roll to timeout with 12 damage. That doesn't do much. This Fade shot takes out 139. Edge with a nuke. Your nuke didn't do much.
Yeah, there is a lot of HP. That's where all the HP went. Crack comes out, but it's ineffective.
Yeah, Crack is ineffective on characters who have things designed to resist Crack.
Yeah, it also is not super accurate, so when you have the levels that Monoci does, you're in pretty good shape.
And now it is time. Will Monoci face a chaos that will send him back to the entrance of Temple of Fiends Revisited 2, or will Temple of Fiends Revisited and give Solaris a chance to win, or will Monoci put it away right here?
If Monoci doesn't put it away right here, Solaris is going to have just as hard of a time.
Chaos, engage!
Alright, so throw those white shirts out. There's the Cure 4.
Whoa. That was quick.
Right at the start.
That was a waste.
This could be a scary fight if Chaos is married to the old spell list, but the Absorb doesn't seem to be there right now.
And the Tornado comes out.
That's rude.
That was 242 on Kanu.
Yeah, so see how Monoci decides to handle this. Some bad turn order could result in some lost party members here.
He's working on making sure everyone can hide right now. I didn't catch the damage on that 5 hits. Fade hit for 51. Fade for 154.
Oh, looks like Wormek didn't get all the lit 2s. There's one coming out there.
Heal 3. HP is up. Canyu is still in danger territory. Lit 2 comes out. 64 damage from that 5 swing hit.
Yeah, Mono is piling the chip damage on here. There's some ink.
Ink.
And Mono doesn't mind. He just doesn't want that Cure 4 to cycle back.
Now you have to take him out before Cure 4 comes in. That's the tick 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 timer right now. And there's Fade for 121 damage, and there's 5 hits for 25.
Yeah, there's a punch. That's a free turn. It's another lit 2.
So he's married to the lit 2 more than the Cure 4, it looks like.
It's better than nukes and nuclears, that's for sure.
We haven't even seen a nuclear yet.
Yeah, not from anyone. So
it's gotta be coming soon. Well, there's a fire too, so yeah, we got a fire too. So yeah, this is gonna. The chance of it having a nuclear now is a little more minimal. Might be time for a Cure 4 now.
Yeah, you know, you got that katana on the ninja. You might as well just swing, hope for the best with the crits.
Oh, he went for the lit 2.
There's another lit 2, so this is... As long as he doesn't make it to the Cure 4, I think Mono's okay, but he is getting real close.
It is real close at this point. He needs to get these spells to hit fast and quick. There's Ice 3 for 42. Will gets 49.
Oh, there's
the nuke! The nuke!
At the end.
Canyu and Will down! It's a two-man mode right now.
Order.
Ice 3 for 54 damage. Tire gets 193. Not enough. Edge 3 gets it, or another Ice 3. Another Ice 3. Poison comes out. Edge down to 45. Tire. Oh, we got the Chaos Termination. Oh my. Chaos did not bring out the Cure 4. I fully expected him to do that. And thanks to that not showing up, Monoci able to pull off a two-man kill of Chaos. What a finish.
Yeah, and that two-man through the last segment of the game, I think, was very vital. He needed every bit of damage from everybody in this party in order to get it done.
So not to be lost on Solaris here, who is going to, with Monoci winning, Solaris is going to drop to 2-1. Monoci goes to 3-0. Solaris is on the carry fight right now and is making his way through that, using some fade charges on carry, and going to get carry down with a 102 damage fade. We'll see if Monoci wants to join us, by the way. Actually, he's already here. GG, Monoci.
GG. So,
what were your thoughts on that seed today?
I thought I was gonna get Cure 4 and then reset at the last moment there with Chaos.
Yeah, I fully expected that. Hey, go ahead, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Forgot what I was gonna say anyway.
Oh, well, I was done anyway. But yeah, I fully expected the Cure 4 to come out again. It was actually rather surprising when he got you down to 2-man. He didn't think, oh, this is a good time to heal myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think you played that pretty well, though. Just get as much damage in as possible. Like even the chip damage from ice threes and fire threes, like that made a huge difference when you didn't have any buffs or anything.
Yeah.
So we already have ETAP asking you in chat about the unrunnable war mech. What were your thoughts of finding that as soon as you got to the Bridge of Destiny?
Yay. It was free EXP. Well, I was able to cast 4 nuke and war mech die. I was like, oh wow, it's free. I was wondering if can I get another one, because I was about to cast like another like 6 fade or something.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing on Solaris. He got war mech as well, very first encounter, and neither of you saw anything exceptionally deadly from war mech. So we were kind of thinking Solaris could use another one for some more experience here, but he didn't get the second one.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna roll something like Tristo after I saw that nuke from the mud golem there. Edge?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you had enough levels on everybody to make sure that they didn't die to it, and that's actually pretty important. Nobody died through your entire dive through, and you really needed everybody in that last fight.
Yeah, I do. That's why I went for like the 2 mana, and then I changed my mind because I thought about 1 nuke would have, like, because I didn't find the power bomb. That's why I tried to search the Earth first floor. I checked 2 chests for luck, but I found the mage staff instead.
Yeah, we noticed you were digging out a lot of chests, and yeah, I mean you got levels, and I think that was pretty important because it seemed like you were right at the threshold with Chaos, where if you were at, I don't know, maybe if you're at 24 instead of 29, you're probably going to be hitting them for like 50 instead of 150, you know?
Yeah, because I couldn't find any tempered, like to buff my knight. So I was like, that's why I went for 2 men's party, so I can gain some more strength and attack. I was thinking about 35, but then I haven't seen TOFR yet, so I don't want to go up all the way there. So seeing like War Mech and boost me up to like 28, so that like boosts the confidence of trying to dive into Topher, because I got no live spells at all. No buff, no live spell. It's quite dangerous going in Topher that way.
And Solaris takes Tiamat 2 down, but is down to just 2 characters, and this might be a dicey fight too, given what we've seen so far. So.
He doesn't know Cure 4 is there, and if it doesn't come up early in the spell order for Solaris, it's going to be very annoying when it does. And that could be the cause of a reset, since we don't have any life charges. Yeah, that was another thing, too. What was it like walking into the shops in Elfland and trying to haggle them into giving you life?
I tried. Like, I tried twice. Didn't work. Just gotta make sure I got the right character down, right? Because I couldn't get level 6 live, too, so I was like, Wait, level 5. But, yeah.
Just maybe if you pick it up and run around the counter a couple times and then run out the door with it.
I was trying to pull some new bugs there, but then it didn't work.
Yeah, there's your Zelda Link's Awakening strategy right there. That's how you play that game.
Oh, good luck to you, SolarysDrix. That Q4 though, wow. What is he swinging though?
Tasmian. But he has significantly less levels than you. That's a really big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, Chaos is hitting for damage on this one, not wasting time on the spells, which don't do much.
I mean, if any turn that he punches is good for Solaris.
And any turns he crit is great too. Like, I couldn't get any crit. Like, you keep on going 50, 100, and then 200.
So while we watch Solaris taking the fight with Chaos, we're getting a quick out-of-town update, so to speak, from Cleosis in our chat that apparently they're having some Temple of Fiends Revisited problems on 5, so we're all going to have to check that out later when we're done here. Looks like Solo used a Cure 4. I don't think I've seen Chaos use it yet.
Oh, he did on the first turn.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the lead off Cure 4. It's just like I'm letting you know what's gonna happen in like 20 or so turns. That's how much time you have.
Yeah, give you a heads up. You have limited time. Please make use of it.
Oh, he didn't buy Fate Q4 on the Red Mage? Interesting.
Yeah, I think he didn't have enough money for it initially and forgot to get it when he went back for the night.
Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch.
So I think one of two things is going to happen here. Either Solaris is going to take down Chaos, or Chaos is going to cure itself, and Solaris is going to forfeit. There's the ink. That's Solaris is okay seeing that. There's the nuke. He's not okay seeing that. He's down to Solly, who is going to be man-moding it from here. Cure forward to himself. Will Chaos do the same? Nope. Pull out the poison. So, Solly on Chaos with 24 damage. The Bane comes out, does not work. Tornado, 122 damage. Solly with another 58 on Chaos. And there's the Cure 4, and that might be all she wrote here. Let's see. Nope, he's going to keep going. Nobly.
Yeah, whole day and pray, but there's a nuke at the end of this, and that is a lot of HP in Chaos. So this is, I think this is the end for Solaris.
Yeah, he gave it a reset, and I think he's going to give it another go.
He didn't put the knight on the third slot for like a try to like loop it.
Oh, the RNG loop, yeah.
Yeah, I would have tried that. That was gonna be my end goals right there at the end.
So Solaris has not forfeit. He is going to give this another go within the race. Let's see if he has better luck gets down there with 4 Light Warriors this time. That should improve his chances.
Yeah, zap from Gary taking out the knight, or excuse me, not the knight, the ninja. And he has some levels on his ninja, so that could have helped out.
And just to think of what this race came down to, if Monoci had taken that zap on the ninja, it could be Solaris who came out with the winning fight.
I don't think Mono even saw zap though.
He did. He did see
Okay.
zap. He did
No, I
see
think
it.
Bane. I think Bane or Crash.
Yeah, I know
one
you
of
saw
those.
Vayne, but I think you saw zap as well.
Yeah, there was crack from T2 that didn't do anything.
I don't remember, but I remember having instant death spells and my party lives. That was it.
And none of the instant death spells took you out at all. You made it through all of them alive. But then, those Chaos who eventually took out 2 of your team.
Did Solaris see the nuke golem yet?
I didn't catch it
yeah.
because we were following your Chaos fight.
I think it's going to require an ambush to see it, and you were
Yeah,
just unlucky in that regard.
Yeah, because it cast dark first and then nuke, so it need 2 turns.
Yeah, that was a mud gall right there. We just saw dark on it.
Alright, GG guys, I am gonna head out and then grab myself some food. Thanks for the commentary, Edgeworth, Cyclone.
If you're not looking for our trackers, there they are in chat.
Is Dangwu and Hyros is the trackers?
Yep.
Thanks guys.
Yeah, we got an all-star crew today.
I
do.
know, right? Alright, see you guys. Thanks again.
Thank you
the
for racing.
commentating.
GG once again, and congrats. You're 3. About one last question before you go. You're 3-0 going in next week. Who do you want to face?
Angry Canuck.
GG, enjoy your food.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, later.
And that's Monoci, our winner for the race tonight. So we're going to continue to follow Solaris as he comes to his ghoulish end of Temple of Fiends Revisited. Definitely going to make sure he stays alive this time, knowing that Chaos has a cure for. Going to pray he doesn't run any more instant death spells.
Alright, round 2 in the carry fight.
Let's see how nice carry is this time around. Wow, that was a very efficient carry fight.
Yeah, going much smoother this time. It's just how you draw it up. And Solaris onto the water floor with a full party.
We have that very efficient Kraken fight to come. And now into the very efficient Kraken fight. Release the Kraken!
Release the nuke for 159. Yeah, there's a lit too. Alright, so everybody seems to be back. Have we seen?
That's a very proper spell for Kraken, to be honest.
Have we seen all of them? I think that's all the lit twos.
I think it is. So Kraken was just a speed bump for you. Please try our lobster.
So, taking a peek at the out-of-town scoreboard again real quick. It's 145 and Tristol versus St. Bon Jester still going.
I think they're both in Temple of Fiends now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if that is still going on when Solaris finishes, we'll take you over there. But if not, you'll be able to catch up on that race either on the VOD or via YouTube later.
Good damage on Tiamat 2 in the opening round so far, so let's see if...
Crack comes out and gets banned! It's going to be a 3-man rotation for Chaos at this point.
Yeah, but that's twice as many fades as he had going into the previous fight. It is. So
he still has a chance. I think the Thief is the one character that had problems in the fight for Monoci, so Solaris can still do this. Well, stun is not going to help.
No, it's not. That's gonna. Ooh, not when he stands up.
Heal. He was cured quickly.
Just kidding.
I faked you out, Tiamat. Good day. And the nuke is brought forth. Only 160 damage from that sucker. There's another nuke for 170. And stun touch once again.
That is super unfortunate, and
that would hurt.
That's a really scary hit too, because you get damage amplification when you're paralyzed. So it was a good time for Solaris to stand up there.
Bad turn order will take Solaris out. Oh, Trimat beat up Rida instead. That gave Sully the cure.
Good time to only hit once too, so just
there it goes. Ooh.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth makes it.
So now just reorganizing his party, knowing that Chaos is going to probably start with a Cure 4, and it's going to be a free turn, provided he doesn't go second. Or provided he goes second. Well, oh, he started with a Tornado this time. Cure 4 is down the turn order this time.
Yeah, and that's not what you want to see, because you know he's going to heal everything off. So
Yeah, is it going to be on turn 10 or turn 20?
he's going to punch too. So Solaris is just sitting here taking the damage, waiting for the chance to actually do something in this.
Right now, he's just trying to hide. The ink is going to do nothing. Cure 3 is being used on Solly.
Oh, can you imagine if this is how the fight started out for Monoci, though?
Yeah. It would be a lot closer right now.
So he's got, there's the second ink. The poison's going to come out soon.
I mean, by then, Monoci might have lost a couple warriors, and then the Cure 4 comes out, it's like, no. No.
Yeah, he's just not flashing the Cure 4 at all. This is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just taunting Solly right now. Gonna probably come out on this turn. Called it.
There we go. Nice time to actually do it.
Time to just go absolutely crazy on him.
Poison followed by Tornado is a little scary, though.
It is.
I think if you got some heal 3s, now's the time to throw that out.
Oh, there's the Lit 2, if we didn't have enough already. No Chaos, we saw that trick before. Please try something else. Wait, the rest are worse. Please don't. And ink does nothing.
And so Solaris is getting the chip damage in pretty reliably, but 274 feels super uncomfortable to have on the night when Tornado is in the list next.
It does. What are we gonna have happening here? Can we get enough damage before? Oh, we have Dark on Solly.
Yeah, fortunately that doesn't do anything at the higher end levels, but
Yeah.
I think we gotta pull that Cure 4 out pretty soon.
I think he's probably within about a few turns of another Cure 4 on Chaos as well. So after he tries attacking somebody. But yeah, we're gonna need to heal everybody up very soon.
Hey Shy, thank you very much for the bits.
Yes, thank you for your support of Speed Gaming. That is definitely appreciated all around. Speaking of which, Speed Gaming has a store on Teespring now. You can actually buy some Speed Gaming swag if you want to wear it around. Ooh, that tornado's gonna kill the mages. Man mode time.
There's the fire too, so you've got Lit 2 and you've got the nuke next.
Well, we have ink right now. 2 attempts at do nothing because it's already darkened. And that hit does nothing because the white shirt is effective. That also does nothing. Oh, I thought that was terminated for a second.
Alright, now Solaris has to throw. Nope!
Well,
I think he could have done it if he threw the Cure 4 out, but just decided to go for it.
he decided to go for it, and he doesn't want to do that again. He has forfeit from the race. So get your GGs in chat for him, and we'll see if he wants to chat about it.
Yeah, it was definitely a good effort, but that's a very, very rough chaos fight. No buffs. Hell, this is one of those fights where just using the I could see just using the Bane sword over and over again.
Yeah, this is definitely a fight where you try to use Bane repeatedly and try and get it down that way, because you know it is a 3 in 256 chance or something along those lines, but it can hit, and the Dragon Slayer has done that before and taken out big names with it. Solaris is going to be joining us to chat about that, so we will see him in a moment here. While we wait for him, just a note on some other races coming up on the schedule here. There are races tomorrow night. So it looks like on the schedule right now we have Wout versus Wab. That's going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. And we also have Crab Cakes versus Dengu, one of our trackers tonight. That's also 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So those races both happen. Channel not yet decided. Probably both on Speed Gaming. And then there's some other races coming up on the next day, which would be Friday at this point, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively, and also another one at 9:30 p.m. So more information on that, you can go to speedgaming.org/FF1, or just !schedule in chat. That will also give you the regular Speed Gaming schedule, which you can get information on all of our events, speedgaming.org/schedule. So let's see, have we been joined? We have been joined. GG, Solaris.
Thank you, GG.
So take us through that chaos encounter.
I knew I had to have all 4 guys. I was I took a chance going in that low level because I knew Monoci's a really good runner, and with a quick floater, I knew I had to do something. And then once the 2 red mages went down, and I knew I had to do enough damage before that Cure 4 went off. And I didn't think I had enough.
You had the same fortune that Monoci did on his go. He did it in one try, by the way. He was high enough level that he got enough damage and got it done in one try. But you both got the privilege of seeing Cure 4 at the very start, so you both knew right away that you had a ticking time bomb going on here. And he managed to get the kill before it went off again, and unfortunately he got a second Cure 4 in very late in the battle when you were down to 1 man.
Yep. Yeah, I knew I had to take some risks in this match because Monoci's a really good runner, so I tried some things. They didn't pan out. Oh well. You live, you learn.
Yeah, I think overall a pretty well executed race on the part of both runners. You were not very far behind when Monoci entered Temple of Fiends, so just Monoci had done some 2-mans through earlier dungeons to get higher levels on the night, and that ended up paying off. Were you tempted at all to try to clear out some more dungeons or open some more chests for the Power Gauntlet once you saw that Fast and Temper were off the table?
I kind of was, but like I said, I had to take some chances, hoping that Topher was a little easy, and that Monoci didn't get the power bonk either, and we were both running with the same thing.
Yeah, neither one of you found it. I think Monoci cleared a good chunk of sky looking for it too, and just no sign of it anyway. So I think overall, pretty good performance on your part. Just a little rough at the end on the chaos fight, but like you said, it was a calculated risk, and I think you definitely had the right idea on how to do it. Just chaos was not playing nice.
Nope, no, he wasn't.
And we were talking earlier between ourselves about if certain things happened on Monoci's side in his fight that caused him to lose a man or two, and then he got another Cure 4 in his face from Chaos. It could have extended the race, could have made it more of a close race in terms of who would come down and finish first. So Monoci, again, just hit one shot and got out of there and was fortunate to that end to pull it off. Obviously, a very good runner. I've seen him run numerous times, so I was fortunate to get out of there in one go and make it a very convincing win on his part. Sometimes that's just how the way the chaos works. Sometimes chaos is nice to some and not nice to others.
That is true.
So yeah, with the loss, you go down to 2-1. Any names in the 2-1 pool that you're hoping not to?
Not really. I look forward to any and all challenges. You only get better by playing the best, right?
Yeah, and another question I had for you too is, I remember you put in a lot of time in the Chaos Rush tournament. Do you think that helped your execution out for this tournament?
A little bit. It showed me, well, this and then the previous tournament showed that I didn't have to be those high levels to be able to get through a Topher. I could be the level 21, 22 and still be okay.
Yeah, and I think just from watching your races from the previous tournament to now, I see the menuing sharper, the decision making is a little quicker too. So, I mean, I think you're trending in the right direction, and from the opinion that I hear from a lot of the other skilled runners too, is that it's definitely you're definitely uncomfortable to race against. So I think you're definitely trending in the right direction. I hope to see you play a lot more of this.
Me as well.
Yep, it was a really good run, and obviously you're still 2-1, so you're still doing really well in this tournament as well. You are definitely going to be in the play-in race no matter what. So obviously still a long road ahead, and we only wish you the best of success in the upcoming next couple of rounds as well.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Any last thoughts before we start wrapping up from you, Solaris?
No, just GG to Monoci wherever he is, and thanks to you guys for hosting and for commentating, Edge.
Yeah, no problem. Just like Cyclone said, good luck in your next round.
Thank you.
And with that said, we should go ahead and start wrapping up here. I'm just going to take a quick peek to see what events are still coming up today. We looking on this channel. This channel is only in use for this race right now, as is Final Fantasy on Speed Gaming 5. That race also has a decision now, so we're not going to be going over that race since it does have a decision. We don't want to spoil that for those who want to see that race normally. What we do have going on right now is some Link to the Past, of course, overworld glitches going on Speed Gaming 4, some League action on 3. Donkey Kong Country is going on the main channel. That might be coming close to being over. I can confirm that later on there will be some Zelda 1 randomizer and also some Zelda 1 multi-category, I think, in the vanilla game. Both of those are on Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2, respectively. So you can definitely go check those out. In the meantime, if you want to get more information on that or anything coming up tomorrow, which, by the way, I'll get a quick summary here. Coming up tomorrow, there'll be obviously some more Link to the Past, some Super Metroid, and more of Final Fantasy that we talked about in the schedule already. Also racing our spoiler log tournament for Link to the Past. And I'm sure there'll be some Zelda 1 randomizer on there as well. You can go to speedgaming.org/schedule for all that information. If you are watching on YouTube, any of the events I've talked about are on a different playlist. You'll be able to go through our YouTube channel for those playlists. Coming up on this playlist, if you're on our playlist, you will see another race in this tournament right after this. So, any last thoughts from you, Edgeworth, before we wrap?
Nope, just thank you to Hyro and Dengwu for helping us out with the tracking. Did a fantastic job. It's always nice to work with the both of them. And no, that about does it. Thanks to everyone for watching.
Exactly, and make sure you follow our trackers as well. Make sure you follow my co-commentator, Edgestream himself, a runner in the game. Edgeworth on the screen, but Edgestream is his actual Twitch. I'm Cyclone or Cyclone GU, but besides us, just follow our runners. If you are watching on YouTube, by the way, and you want to know how you find the runners, twitch.tv/whatever name you see on the screen on the left or right. That's exactly what their names are on Twitch in their cases. So you can just find them quickly by doing that and go hang out with them, go say hi to them, and chat with them and thank them for putting on these great races. So with that said, let's call it a day here. I want to thank everyone for watching. Everyone watching, you are just as important as any of us here on the crew or racing. We couldn't do this without you. There wouldn't be anything to really broadcast without having you guys to watch. So thank you for watching. We hope to see you for the next one. For now, I am Cyclone, joined by Edgeworth, and we want to wish you both all a wonderful, wonderful evening. See you tomorrow for more.